Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Noxanimous Designs and I'm Christina. Today is the first day of the Granny Square Stitch Deck Challenge, where I choose 5 randomly selected cards and see how close I can get to the stitch patterns that are on them. The first stitch we have is called the Pip Stitch. It's number 19. I did not have anything like purple, so I had to substitute and I used navy blue instead. And this is what I came up with. And if you can tell, there's a big gap right here. I completely missed a stitch, so it's not perfect at all and a bit wonky. I did not block these. For number 2, for the second card, we have number 35, Blooms. I had colors that were very similar, so this looks pretty close. I was actually pretty happy with this. It's a bunch of puff stitches. Next we have the first card of the deck, Single Crochet. Good old basics. Again, I didn't have purple, so I used navy blue. I did make an order though with Michaels and Premier because neither of them had all of the colors that I was missing, so both of them should be here by the time you're seeing this yesterday. This is number 26, Scallops. And this is what I did. And I made one huge massive mistake. My single crochet row is backwards. That's the front, and then this is the back. Did not pay attention when I was putting on the border. My bad. And then the last card of the deck is number 5, the Linen Stitch. And here is mine. Not quite a square, more of a rectangle. I did the same rows that they did on the card, but probably should have stopped a little earlier and just done the square and ignored that. All of these squares were pretty much do a row, cut, do a row, cut, do a row. I think this was 2 rows, cut, 2 rows, cut. This one I was able to trail the yarn up the side, so I think I had 3 ends on this one. This was so wonderful. This one was something like 25 ends. Even this one, the color line was a cut, then the navy cut, color cut, navy cut. So all of these squares, save for one, were very, very heavy on having to weave end ends. That being said, I think my favorite square is the one that I had to weave in the most ends. It's definitely the most colorful, but I think it has some of the best stitch definition there is. And that's the simple linen stitch, and I also hear it called the moss stitch. Okay, the next 5 cards are number 30, Puffs. Number 24, Granny Spike. Number 27, Wiggle. Number 13, Granny Diamond. and number 46, Waffle. Now hopefully, because the time I'm making this video, my order should be here tomorrow, but you won't see this till Sunday, so I would have already gotten it. And next week, hopefully all of those will be made in the correct colors. While everyone's here, maybe you'd all like to see a yarn haul. This is the yarn that I collected over March that didn't happen to already be open with things like mystery boxes or my Premier orders, which I pretty much show those as I get them because they come with the mystery boxes. Pretty much the most of this is from eBay and is more of the Bougie yarn. From Expression Fiber Arts, in Evergreen, this is Cash Silk Sock. It's a nice dark green. Already caked up. It's 75% wool, 15% cashmere, and 10% silk. It's 410 yards per ball, and I got 3 of them. So, well, not that you can see them. There we go. Maybe. Nope. Still learning how to work with lights. So, haha, 3 of them. But there's that gorgeous green. Next up is Shibui Heichi. I got 3 of them. Nice dark colored. This is the color Tar. It is 100% silk. This is Madeline Tosh Merino Light in the color Venti Dragon Mocha. It's 100% merino wool and 420 yards per skein. This is Life in the Long Grass. The color is Queen. It's fine sock, 460 yards, and 75 merino, 25 nylon. This is Art Yarns Regal Silk. Gorgeous, gorgeous deep purple. It's 100% silk, 164 yards. It's a 50-gram skein. And I was able to get 4 of them. This is a collaboration between Madeline Tosh and Shibui. It's called Colors from the Desert. This is Love Grass. It's 420 yards and 100% superwash merino wool. For this, I got 4. Oops. Got 4. Yeah, it looks like this one's a little darker too. While I got these from one seller was selling the exact same skein as the 4 that I just got. Same color, but they don't come in dye lots, so I went ahead and took a risk. And pretty close. So this pretty much gives me 5 skeins. And if I alternate every other row, even if it's a little off, it should blend in well. I picked up a couple of nice deep purple Noro. Ivy's not getting this. Sorry, girl. I think I actually already have 6 skeins of this exact same type, so I went ahead and picked these up, and now I just have to dig through my stash and find the other 6 and see if they match. But for some reason, I'm usually pretty lucky on finding exact lot numbers and colors that match from different sellers. This is Pearl Soho Linen Quill, 50% wool, 35% alpaca, and 15% linen. This is called Vintage Celadon. Super squishy. I love this yarn. This is a lace weight that I got. You can see how thin this is going to be. It's Filatura de Crosta, Nirvana. I've got 7 skeins in this gorgeous deep brown. You can tell how thin it is when a 25-gram skein has 372 yards on it. There is a pattern by Expression Fiber Arts called the Almond Flower, I believe. And I made it for my sister, and it is gorgeous worked up in lace. And I'm thinking of making the pattern again, and maybe this one should be for me. And finally, I have 2 from Plucky Knitter. Apparently, I've been going after the green lately for some reason. Very much enjoying this. This is Primo Fingering. It's 440 yards, 75% merino, 20% cashmere, and 5% nylon. And that's pretty much it for the yarn that I got during March. And like I said, this was all pretty much my eBay order. If you've never worked with granny squares before, or in this case, certain stitches, because these aren't your traditional round granny squares, this is not something you need to worry about if you're new to this. The booklet does go over some pretty simple steps that you need to understand. It does state here what's US and what's UK term. It tells you how to use the cards. It suggests a 4mm hook. I personally used a 5. It gives you a list of all the colors that you would need if you want to recreate these exactly. If you've never seen some of the symbols, it even goes over that. It has charts for all of that. And just because it gives you a symbol, it doesn't expect you to already know how to do the stitch. So more complex stitches, it gives you instructions for those. If you've never read a stitch chart before, this is a great place to start. It's not going to be overwhelming. It's not going to be some huge garment that you have just so much information it's overwhelming. This is going to be a little 4x4 square that you can learn how to read one row, read it back, read the row, and overall I think it's a great start for beginners. And then it goes into even more complex stitches and chart reading, so that this time you know not just to go to the row below. Maybe you're skipping a row down, maybe you're skipping 2 rows down. You're putting multiple stitches into one stitch below. It teaches you how to do all of that. And occasionally you will have written patterns. And they go over how to work these also. It teaches you the single crochet that you do for the edging. Make sure you don't put it on backwards like I did. And using slip stitches to join. You're going to end up with 50 squares at the end of this. So you're going to be able to make lots of projects. 7 squares can make a bag, 13 squares makes a bag. Maybe you could make a pillow with 16 front and back. That would be 32. All 50 together isn't going to make something large enough to make a blanket. However, nothing says that you have to make everything exactly square. Here's an example they used. Some they made in rectangles, or long strips to do the border in. And in other things, you can use something like the corner to corner as a design element in the middle. It really gives you a lot of possibilities to be very creative on your own. So give this a try if you're new to patterns or to stitches. It's a great place to start. Thanks everyone for stopping by into this new adventure with the Granny Square Stitch Deck. I hope you come back, and please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, next Sunday will be another Granny Stitch Sunday. And I have great news. 3 more mystery boxes are on their way in. Premier was having a sale and you know I jumped on it. So we'll be having a 3rd video on that, and then another Mystery Makes episode 3. Hope you come back and see everything that's in store. Bye everyone.